Alright, Shalom. It's the brothers from the GMSNORTHCAROLINA came back from another video. Before we go any further, with all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the Apostle and Elders of the Great Millstone for teaching us when we're saying truth according to the Bible well. And peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Take through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. We won't get into the Lord's will and edifying lesson centered upon, the third woe. And how the third woe is going to be of great destruction, via ICBM nuclear missiles, which are being talked about in the news, as of April 20th, where everybody was, celebrating, Hitler's birthday is getting high. The bear, Putin launches Satan II nuclear missiles to make the West think again. This was an article by the New York Post, dealing with the Ukrainian war. Your boy Putin over there launching the Satan II. And I believe the first one was able to destroy Texas, and all of the East Coast, really all of the East Coast, and with one nuclear missile, you see, and 200 million ICBM nuclear warheads are going to shoot down America and destroy this place utterly. We're going to get into these current events and how they're linking up with Bible prophecy. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yeah, that great earthquake, in that same hour, there was a great earthquake. That great earthquake is talking about when those nuclear missiles land down here upon the earth. It's going to cause the earth to quake. Scriptures say what? What was it, Isaiah 26? Or Isaiah, I believe it's 26 and 18. Or, it's let me see. Read it again.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yep, that great earthquake, real quick, this is Isaiah 24 and 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. That goes into the earth is going to be violently shaking. When this earth shakes, it's gonna break it down. Verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So Yahweh Shema Shai, it's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. It's going to, someone who is drunk, how they stagger, when they walk. That's how the earth is going to be when these nuclear missiles hit down. That's going to be that great earthquake that's going to hit the shores of America. Real quick, this is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That great noise is going to be the sound of those nuclear missiles hitting this place, called America. That great earthquake. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. That's that fervent heat, that extreme heat, those nuclear missiles. You got it?
Revelation chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. And the tenth part of the city fell.
Yeah, the 10th part of the city is talking about all of America. Because you can look it up. America is broken up into 10 FEMA regions. Go ahead.
It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Yeah, that number 7 represents completion. You see? So this place is going to be completely destroyed, and everyone who is on the shores of America, when those missiles shot down, all of them are going to be destroyed. Whether they got bunkers, it ain't going to matter. Go ahead.
It says, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to their power, Yahweh Shemashah of heaven.
Yeah, the remnant, those who get the victory over the beast and over his, his charagma, his M-A-R-K, and over his image, we are going to be affrighted. We're going to be greatly terrified. We're going to be standing upon that sea of glass, like it tells you in Revelation, the 15th chapter. That's the precept I just quoted. Thanking Yahweh Shema Shai that he had mercy upon us, because we're going to know and understand that could have been us down there. We weren't chosen from the foundation of the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly.
The second woe is talking about World War II, and World War III is coming quickly. It's being talked about, it's being rumored. It's rumored at the beginning of 2020, which that was just, just to get people's minds, These things are really just psyops on people's minds, but these things are actually going to come to pass. Go ahead. Get the next precept, bro.
You see one of the second edges, Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah 95.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get that one first.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, you watch movie Troy, you watch these movies, you see how the battles were with confused noise, One army against another, screaming, shields clanging, shields clashing, a bunch of noise, war cries. Go ahead.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this war, World War III, is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. Those are those ICBM nuclear missiles, you see? Which are going to touch down upon America in the near future, sooner than you think. Get Jeremiah 50.
Okay. Quick precept?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 5.
Come.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and the weapons of his indignation.
Yeah, they come. You got Isaiah 34. Since you got that, it says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation. Oh, finish it off.
Yep. It says to destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land. That land that it's talking about is America. You see, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, which are going to come from Russia, and other various countries, that have the nuclear capability. You see, and the purpose of them is going to be to destroy the whole landmass of America. How do we know it's going to destroy America? You got Isaiah 34, and you can start verse 5.
This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. My sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Yeah. My sword shall be bathed in heaven, right? The sword, that's a weapon, right? So the sword, which are the weapons of the Lord's indignation, are going to be bathed in heaven. What does that mean? They're going to, when those missiles are shot from a far country, they're going to be shot into the outer atmosphere, into the heavens, and they're going to then come back down upon the earth. Go ahead.
It says, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
That's right. That's going to be the judgment that Yahweh Shema Shai has purpose for Edom. Which is, does dwell, Edom, where his main dwelling place is here in America today. Get Jeremiah 50, start verse 13 and 14, then we'll close out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Start 13.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that go by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
That's right. Because the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai, because of his anger, because of his indignation, it shall be wholly desolate. They look at that word holy. This word holy means completely desolate. Fully. America is going to be fully destroyed. Fully desolate. By how? By the weapons of his indignation that he's going to use to destroy the whole land. Verse 14, bro.
Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. The ones with the nuclear capability, such as China, Iran, Russia, Turkey, even American allies are going to put themselves in array round about. How do we know that? Keep reading.
It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. So everybody with the nuclear capability, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to use those nuclear capabilities, the one with the bows, the arrows that come from a far country, right, to come down and shoot upon America. You say you had that second Ezra, bro? 16?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. We'll close out on that right there. What is it, verse 13?
Second Ezra 16 and... Yeah. Real quick, Isaiah, if you don't mind, can we finish the count, jump down to 25 on that Jeremiah real quick?
Oh, yep, come on, bro. The wallet.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. That's
right. And the armory is a weapon locker. A place where you store weapons. And the Lord is about to bring forth, the weapons of his indignation. The weapons of his indignation, like we read in Isaiah 13, right, are those arrows. The Lord, they come from a far country, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, has opened up his army, a weapon locker, in the land of the Chaldeans. That's talking about, that's talking about modern day Babylon, which is America,
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
That's right. Whose right hand, is strong that bendeth the bow? The Heavenly Father's. He's about to shoot his arrows, which are the weapons of his indignation. A weapon, right? An arrow is a weapon that the Lord is going to use. They're sharp. They're going to pierce this place, and shall not miss. None of those missiles are going to break their ranks. You know, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world is over here in America, the Western Hemisphere. You know, they're going to be shot from all these countries. You know, and a regular archer can't shoot his missiles into the ends of the world. You see, it's talking about those intercontinental ballistic missiles. But, you know, Lord's willing, you know, that was edified, you know, just, you know, updating, you know, the news and prophecy, you know, in the sense of, you know, Russia bringing out, you know, on 420, you know, what Jake was, you know, blazing and doing stupid shit like that. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai had this man testing your destruction, you know, those ICBM nuclear missiles. It says an unstoppable missile, you know, unstoppable nuclear missile, dubbed the Satan II. This week, Vladimir Putin yet again threatens the potential for nuclear war. And that's the times we're living in. You know, and that's the times, you know, that are fastly approaching, you know, the end-all, be-all of America, which is nuclear destruction. With that, you know, we're going to close out, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle and Elders of Great Millstone for teaching us from St. Truth according to Bible well. And peace and blessings so for like the nation of Israel. Next time we say Shalom.